Welcome to Kingdom Love Unlocked, where we help you get to forever on purpose.
Here we help singles and couples do love God's way. This is our second episode.
Mm-hmm.
This one is pretty special. It's different because this episode we'll be talking about our story.
Yes, absolutely. So today, guys, we're getting personal. Mm-hmm. This is not about being perfect, but it's about allowing God to write our story.
Yes, I love that. And so we want to tell our story. We hope that it will encourage you on your journey and it will bless you just as much as it's blessed us.
Absolutely.
So we'll be giving you guys some tips while we're talking about our love story.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, Tiffany, how did we meet?
Wow, we met years ago. Was that, I want to say 2011?
Yeah, 2011, yeah.
2011. Mm-hmm. My first social work job.
Mine too.
Mm-hmm. So we worked in the same building.
Right.
But we didn't have dialogue.
No dialogue.
I think the most we ever said was, "Hey, how you doing?"
That's
you know.
Even if we passed each other in the hallway. I don't even know if we spoke half the time. Right.
You want to tell them why?
Yes, because I don't even think we really spoke half the time because we both were in relationships. We both were married at the time. So we were really honoring our covenant.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I did not play that, and I know you did not play that either.
I did not play that either.
Yeah,
right.
So just saying. Mm-hmm. And keep it moving, keep it moving. Mm-hmm. But I was able to observe the kind of man that you are. Mm-hmm. You were never in a woman's face. You could tell you were very loyal, very faithful, very on your job, focused. I came here to get work done, and that's it. So
absolutely. So you pretty much nailed it.
Did you observe anything about me?
I'm gonna be honest. I really did not. Only thing I observed is that you seem to be a meek, humble person that had a personality. That's the only thing that I observed, but I didn't ask any questions about you at all.
Right.
I didn't try to figure out anything about you. I just knew that we had a mutual friend. You become C in the pod. And so I just knew your name and I just knew your personality. I knew this was the person that comes see a person that I work with.
Yeah.
And that's a mutual friend of both of ours. That's it. The co-worker. That's all.
That's it. That's it, y'all. So how do we reconnect?
We reconnected through Facebook dating.
Ooh,
yeah, Facebook
I'm trying to tell y'all, get on those dating apps.
Facebook dating. And eventually it went into, and we transitioned to Facebook Messenger, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know, you want to tell us a little bit about how that happened?
I think we should break it down because it's hilarious.
Break it down. Go ahead and break it down.
Okay, so we're on Facebook dating. Mind you, I want to mention this because at the beginning of 2025, before the new year hit, I was very intentional. I was like, I'm going to meet my husband this year. Mm-hmm. I just felt him around the corner. I just knew. And so I said that I was going to be serious about putting myself in position. Right. So that meant let me start back getting on dating apps. So I did Upward, Holy, all of that. And usually if I get on a dating app within 3 days, I'm like, all right. But I said I was going to be more intentional this year. So I went probably almost the whole month of January. And then I was going to be done with it. But I just felt like a nudge to try Facebook dating. Right. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a try. Right. I think at that time I already closed my profile paused my profile on other dating apps. So Facebook dating, I went on that. And then I saw your picture and I was like, I know that ain't who I think it is. I was like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I always thought you were attractive.
Yeah, thank you. So you guys tell them about, it was a Tuesday and like you was just pretty much, you said that's normally not a day you will be on Facebook.
No, that's my busy day. That's my documentation day. So that nudge was not like coming from me, let me try to do this. No, I really felt a pull to go on Facebook dating.
He's out there, like you just said before. I'm going to meet my husband, and God was saying your husband is out there right now on a Tuesday when you normally wouldn't log on.
Correct. I'm usually not on social media at all. Like that day I'm focused. And so I got on there. I saw you on there, and I was like, okay, I matched.
Right, we did. Mm-hmm.
But it took a few days. I'm like, he ain't say nothing yet. Yes. What's the problem? Because I know, honey,
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I was actually entertaining other people. I was talking to other people. Mm-hmm. And so I was actually dated multiple people, which I actually was very clear and transparent to you about.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to circle back and get back to her. And we did. And then we started chatting, and then the conversation was great. We did some things that did an assessment that was different. Like the conversation was great, but you did an assessment on me. So you was really assessing who I was, just to making sure that everything matched. Right.
Yeah.
And that was different for me. And that really caught my attention. Because I was like, she's really intentional about this. And that's where I was too at the same time.
Yeah, we started off talking about business because I have events. So I was like, oh, he just came. I looked on his page. You always do your assessment, do your homework, okay?
Right.
Before we even spoke, I was like, let me see what he's been up to. And I saw that you were getting ready to release a Christian book about dating.
Yes.
Kingdom Dating 2.0. It's on Amazon.
Go get it.
And I was like, oh, he would be great to speak on a panel that I have. It's an all-male panel, and we talk about love and relationships. Right. And I was like, wow, he would be perfect. So I started talking to you about that. And then I don't know how you maneuvered. We just started talking about other things. And yes, I played, it's a psychological game. It's a 3 questions game. And with that game, you can get to know somebody a lot quicker and at a deeper level.
Right.
And so I kind of wanted to get more insight to who you were.
Right.
And so that was fun.
Yeah, we had some business conversations, but of course, you know, I need to know who's going to be interviewing me, whose event this is.
That's what person. It was.
Yeah, I had to get to know the person that's going to be hosting this event. Yeah, we definitely transitioned a little bit outside a little bit of business and started talking about some personal things. Yes. And I was really intrigued about what I saw, what I heard, and what you were doing also as well. Because again, 2011 all the way to 2025, a lot of things have happened, a lot of things have changed, and you have evolved, and you're doing something different. You know, you're still a social worker, but you're doing a lot of the speaking engagements, women's conferences, over 1,500 women coming. Amazing. And I was like, wow, is this the same lady that I met in the pods in 2011? It was amazing, but it was good to catch up with you, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
I enjoyed it too, clearly.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed our conversations. They were meaningful. Right. Like you said, you were in a place where you were ready. You felt like you were ready to date. I was definitely ready to date for marriage, not just to hang out, not for play. Right. And so when you are intentional about dating, your questions should be different. They should have a lot more depth. They shouldn't just be, what's your favorite color? What do you like to do on the weekends? Right. But no, how do you feel about this? What is your belief system? What are your morals? Right. How was your upbringing? How are you bringing up your kids, or how do you plan to raise your children? What are your thoughts on abstinence? We asked each other pretty heavy duty questions really quickly.
Yeah, and my thoughts about abstinence really stood out to me, because again, I was on that journey before I got married for 5 years, and I was back on my journey of abstinence. So when you asked that question, that really told me how serious you were about, first of all, your relationship with God, and how you have been intentional about the man that you want in your life, your husband, your covering, that he's fully submitted to God, which that really stood out to me.
Thank you. Yes. So when people say a man won't wait for you, don't believe that. He will.
Right.
He will.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So with us asking each other these deep questions, we were able to see, are we aligned? Are we going the same place? I think that's so important for women and men to see, does this person fit in my life? Are we going the same direction? Right. What is your calling? Does it match what my calling is from God? What is your purpose? What are your aspirations? What is something that you want to do? If it's something that doesn't match with me, then hey, you're a great man, but it's okay. Maybe you're just not my man. Right. You know, and I think that sometimes, I know women, I don't know about men, we deal with this a lot. Sometimes we want to hold on to somebody we know that is really, really good, because it's like, what if you don't meet somebody else this good? Or what if I'm doing too much? And no, that's settling. Yes, somebody can be, I've dated men, they are great men, but they weren't my man, right? They weren't the man that God trusts with my heart. Doesn't take from who he is. You know, and you have to have enough faith in God to walk away, to not settle, and to wait for who he truly has for you. Right. There's no scarcity in Christ.
Right.
There is no, we can't call him Jehovah Jireh and be all worshiping in church and call him these things and not believe it for real. Right? And so I wanted to ask you these questions because I needed to know, are you a good fit? Are we aligned?
Right. And I think that's important. We also had a conversation about, I just want to validate what you just said about I could be a good man. All right. I could be a great man.
Yeah.
But that wasn't enough for you. You want to make sure that I was the man that God actually was giving to you. Right.
Yes.
And so I kind of want to ask a little bit about your process about that, because I think you had a process about praying, right?
I did.
And this person, or this man, was not for you. No matter how good he was, no matter what attributes lined up with your list, you still was like, I can't do it. Yeah. Because you was fully submitted to God. And I think that was so, when you told me that, that also intrigued me, because again, the intentionality behind it, that was amazing to me. And I was like, this woman is very serious about God first, because she loves God more than me, right? But that's also going to help her love me as well.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, so true. Whew, it was hard sometimes because every person I was started dating or courting, I would take to God. Like, Lord, is this the man that you trust with my heart? And sometimes the guy did absolutely nothing to me, nothing wrong. Everything's going great. But the Lord would say no. Yeah. I would have a dream. Sometimes I remember for one person, he gave me the exact date stuff was going to fall. I was like, well, geez.
No, I'm laughing about what that dream will be about. It's almost like flushing down the toilet.
Oh, yeah, I had a dream about that. Yeah, I had a dream. I was asking God about someone. Yeah. I knew in my heart that this was not the person. Right. I was just like, Lord, just want to make sure I'm not missing out on a blessing or something, because I'm ready to be married. And I went to sleep and immediately had a dream, and it was waste. And it was a toilet that was not flushing, and the guy was there, and he was just sitting there not doing anything about it. I was like, okay, God. But then I remember I had another dream about a guy. I thought he was a great fit, and he was like to me and conversing. I'm cooking a meal for us, but then he kept turning over. On his other side was another woman. Wow. And he just could not. It was like this uncontrollable lust. And he really, his heart wanted to be here, but he just kept turning that way to that other woman. Wow. And then the Lord told me he deals with the spirit of lust. Wow. That's not your husband. He's fighting lust. And so I was like, man, because sometimes you be like, God, was that really you? Because I really like him. Right. But I called him and I was just like, this can't do this. It's not going to work. And he just kept, why? And I finally broke down and told him, do you know what this man told me? He was like, you're right. What I got to do to work on that? Oh, wow. Yeah, he told me, he was like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm faithful. But when I'm single like this, it's uncontrollable. Wow. And I can't. And I was like, wow, God. So just that simple prayer, that simple act of seeking God first can save you so much turmoil and heartbreak. And I know for me, I have done it my way. And I've done it wrong. And I kept getting it wrong. Right. And I said I was breaking the cycle, which is why I started my abstinence journey. And I was like, God, I'm doing it your way. Because this little cycle, this ain't cute no more.
Right. Which is another characteristic and trait that I loved about you, because I know I wanted a woman that could hear from God also. Sometimes I may not be able to hear from God because I may have a lot on my mind. I may be stressed out by some things, but that really attracted me to you as well, because I knew you actually had a relationship with God and you could see God and God speaks to you, which is very important to me, because sometimes I need that. I may be in a place where I'm weak or need somebody to cover me, and I know you can go to God for us, and he can speak to you and you can pour into me. So that was very important to me.
Yes. And I love that you can do that for me too.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I asked God the same question about you now.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm just glad he said yes. That's the one.
And he would periodically say, you ain't dreaming about no toilets, did you?
Yeah, I would say that. I definitely would say that. I said, I need to know.
Yes, but no, the dream that God gave me about you was, it was like a black background, and it was you and it was me. And then I was put like on top of you, or maybe you were on top of me, but we were on like a ruler, right? It was a straight ruler. And when we were on top of each other, we were placed there on top of each other. You couldn't see like my elbow sticking out or we were perfectly aligned. Yes. And I was like, whoa.
That's so funny. Wow.
And it is funny because we are aligned in so many ways, We have a whole list, an extensive list of things that are the exact same.
Yeah, we got to the point we was like, we can't just be, are we just saying this to each other? Yeah. But we both knew we're true and authentic, right? Mm-hmm. So we was like, we ain't just saying this to each other, but it's so many things that's lining up that we have in common.
Yeah.
We were like, all right, we gotta do a list because this is ridiculous, right? So we wrote down the list and it was just so amazing, right? How many things we had in common, how many things were so similar.
Yes.
And to me, it really showed that when you have the right one in your life, they just come and it's like the perfect piece to the puzzle. Like you was that missing piece to the puzzle, but you were already living alone, right? Doing some of the same things I already do.
Yeah.
And then you just came and enhanced that piece of the puzzle and just made that picture more beautiful.
Thank you.
It was great. Yes.
Okay, so let's tell them about our first date.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was amazing.
Yes, it was. Right.
So we were talking on FaceTime. We started conversing on Friday. Right. This was the Monday. Yes. And so we were on FaceTime just talking and ooh, you said some heavy things to me.
You know, I was pouring it on a little thick, you know, but that I admitted everything was true.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was really good.
But you're so easy to boast about, you're so easy to brag about because you're so beautiful inside and out. So it was just coming from my pores. It was just coming out of me. Yeah.
So in the middle of a FaceTime, we were planning on seeing each other that weekend. Right. But he was like, I don't want to wait. And what did you do?
Right. So I was in the middle. I was seeing some clients. And so I think I had a situation where I think one client or they weren't going to be able to make it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this may be an opportunity to come see her because I was ready to see her after the FaceTime. So we had, again, this is our first date. So we haven't really been out on a date yet.
Yeah.
So I was able to move some things around. And I was on the first thing smoking in Jacksonville, right? And I was just so excited, you know, driving there. Did we talk on the way to Jacksonville?
A little bit.
Yeah, we talked a little bit. But I think we wanted to save some spontaneity. Yes. Right? You probably was getting ready.
Yes.
Right. She was getting ready. So we didn't talk as much. So I was on my way. And I was very excited. I don't know, I might have made a record time getting to Jacksonville. That's I know. I was doing the speed limit sometimes. Right. But on our first date, right? So when I got there, you want to stop there? What was it?
Yeah, you could okay. Go ahead. So you came to my house to pick me up.
I came to her house to pick her up, and she came to the door. And when she came to the door, I was floored and amazed by her beauty in person. Because I think this is the first time we were seeing each other.
Yes, since all those
2011.
years. Yeah.
First time we seen each other. And I still remember she was standing in the kitchen with this red dress on. And then I was like, this could be my wife. I still was like, this could be my wife, right? Because you look like my wife. I was like, she looked like my wife. And I was just so ready when I seen her. She was so beautiful. She was so dainty. So had a feminine aura and presence about her that was just breathtaking. And I was like, man, this is the beautiful woman right here that I would love to just have and just be in my life. And so then I guess you could take it over.
Yes. And ladies, he was not playing. He came and picked me up. He had the pea coat on. Yeah. Something about a pea coat. The dress shoes, he smelled like heaven. Oh my gosh. A complete gentleman. Opened every door. Pulled every chair. Just helped me up steps. Just complete gentleman. I felt like it was out of a movie, honestly, our first date. Right. And so we went to a rooftop in Jacksonville.
Yes, a place that she picked. It was so nice. But it was like the way I wanted to care for you, so precious. Like, it's like when you have a precious treasure, a precious jewel, you don't want anything to happen to them, right? And you just want to guide them every step of the way, every step. I want to make sure they don't hurt anything, make sure they're fine, and they're very, very comfortable. So I just wanted to protect her immediately that night.
I tell people that the way you treat me is just like, I just feel like a flower. Very delicate, a lot of care. You have to really take your time when you have a flower, right? Because it can die easily if you don't take care of it, cut it the right way, prune it, give it the flower food, keep it by sunlight.
Right.
And that's how you treat me.
That's right. You got to cultivate it, groom it, prune it, just to make sure that just cause it to blossom even more. So that's what I wanted to do for you.
Yeah. What I liked is, well, we can keep talking about the day because we get sidetracked, y'all. We really love each other, clearly. Right. So we went on the rooftop. It was really romantic. I think we got light bites, something to drink, and it was evening time, so the stars were out, and it's right on the water. It was just so romantic, and we're just into each other's eyes.
Right. Can you remember what we ate?
I can't. No.
Because I was so focused on you, I don't know what we ordered.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I still can't tell you to this day.
I just remember looking deep into your eyes, and I'm like, is this happening?
That's all I remember. I don't remember what we ordered. I don't remember what I ate. Yeah. It didn't even matter. They could have charged me $100-some for some water that day. Didn't matter. But yeah, I just gazed into your eyes, and just being with you was like, it was on cloud nine, and it didn't want it to end. It was like the world stopped, the music been playing the whole time, right? And I was just with the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. I felt that way, but haven't said anything yet. Yeah, I was feeling it too. Yeah. And I was just like, is this really happening? Right. Exactly. And then you said, I want to say something, but I don't know. And I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about because I want to say it too. I could take it. I was like, just say what's on your mind, what's on your heart. Right. And the thing is that I was going back and forth, like toying, right, teetering back and forth. Yeah. Like, should I tell this woman I love her already? It's only been 3.5 days, right? And I'm like, does this go against everything that I know, everything that I do? But the thing is, though, right, and I do agree with this, and I believe this. Yeah. Right? When a man, see, my life is set up in such a way is that I'm already doing what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Right. So I'm already who I am, right? I'm developing in God, I'm growing spiritually, but I'm already doing what I'm going to do. Yeah. So it's like I can tell the peace that I want into my life, right? I'm already whole, but this piece right here is going to just enhance everything I have going on. Yeah. Fellas, it doesn't take that long. Women, it doesn't take that long. When that man is already set and he's already pursuing God and he's in his purpose, he already knows exactly what he needs in his life. So it doesn't take him that long. Like we have to go back to Adam and Eve, right? Adam was already doing the work that God gave him to do. So he created Eve for him. Adam didn't even ask, right? Because he was so busy doing what God told him to do. God said, because you're doing that, I'm going to give you Eve. I was already doing what God called me to do. Yeah. So that's why God blessed me with you. It was easy to find out the missing piece that I needed. Yes, that's intentional dating. Yeah, intentional dating. So speaking of intentional dating, for me on my side, it looked like I came up with a list of characteristics that I desired in a husband. Yes. I prayed over this list. I went to God about this list, took some things off, added some things as I grew spiritually. Like, this is the list. And so it was easy for me to recognize you because I was like, wait a minute. Check. Doing my assessments while we're on the phone, asking questions. I was like, okay. And so it was so easy for me to fall for you and just recognize you. Yeah. So. Yeah. The great thing is with that list, I did not have to change anything. I didn't have to do anything. Her list fit me who I already was. Yeah. Her list was who I was already. So it was so easy like that. And it's like, I didn't have to make nothing up because I'm so big on taking a risk to be authentic. I'm going to be who I am, right? Because I want to know whether it's going to work or not. I don't want to change on you. Yeah. I don't want you to feel like I changed on you and I shifted anything. So I told you exactly who I was, but that just happened to be everything you wanted on your list. Yes. Yeah. It was good. And I didn't have to, sometimes when you really are ready for something, we can try to manipulate. Oh, he doesn't have this, but he can become this in the future. No. Right. This wasn't potential. No. This wasn't potential. And I wasn't taking on any more projects. Right. Okay. Right. I did my time. No. You did your service. You helped the community. Yes, I did help the community. Yeah, right. Yes, I did. I need a gold star. Right. And so, it was easy to recognize you. Yeah. So after our first date, we decided we wanted to move forward with this relationship. And I just believe that when you meet the right person, they won't just check boxes, but they will actually come and fulfill needs that you didn't know you had. right? That will reveal different things in you. Like when you feel it, it's like such a refreshing, and it's like I've been missing this, but I didn't even know it. Yeah, it was so great to even feel it, and now you just feel even more fulfilled. Yes, that's what God does. That's the overflow. It's like, Lord, I pray for these things, and wow, He's this and this and this and this and this and that. Like, ooh, and that feels good too. It's like, wow, I got everything I wanted, but then some things I didn't even know to ask for because He gave you more than you would even ask or think. Yes, right, and that's exactly what happened with us. So we've been. Our dating was fun. We did different activities. And it helped because we're aligned. We're so alike. Yes. And so we like to do the same things. Exactly. You were putting me on to new things I wasn't introduced to before, and I was doing the same to you. So exactly, it's been fun. And we had dated other people. That's what made it easier too. Like in my book, I talk about dating multiple people. So I've actually experienced other people and other women, and so it made it easy when I saw her, when I met Tiffany, and I got to know her, that I knew she was the one. Because it was she just fit so well into what I was looking for as a man, right? I knew exactly who I was, exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly the piece that I wanted in my life. Yeah. What I liked, and this is what your man should do, is give you clarity. You gave me so much consistency. You didn't let me go too long without checking in. And that's how I knew you were very intentional about me. And you gave me clarity. I was never wondering, does he really like me? Does he love me for real? What are we doing? What are we doing? You were, after our first date, you were like, hey, this is where I want to take it. Yes. Would you like to move forward? And I was like, yeah, you cut everybody else off real quick. Well, to be exclusive, I knew what I wanted, knew what I needed, and checked out. Yes. So I do want to say that because that's important when you're dating. Yeah, a man that is intentional, he won't leave you guessing. Yes. And you never gave me room to even start overthinking. No, I didn't want you in no gray area. Yeah. I know exactly what I want, so I wanted to share that with you, let you know where I was. But at the same time, I give you an opportunity to make your decision too. I love that. Okay. So there's another part of our story that we wanted to share. It's not glitz and glam. Yeah. I think that it's necessary for us to share it. Definitely. Yeah. So, being transparent, we both realized that our timing wasn't the best. And we both knew that. We both prayed about that. And so we actually started seeing other people. Right? Well, first we started trying to be friends. We started trying to be friends. Yeah, and then I was like, I really wanted you to fast about, making sure we should be heading the way we're heading. Right. And so you went on a fast, and what did the Lord reveal to you? The Lord revealed that we were placed in front of each other, but with space. Right. So that means that, yes, you guys are aligned and everything, but it needed to be some time for more healing, more time for more direction, more time for more praying and fasting and guidance. Right. So I put you guys in front of each other, but with space to get a chance to do all those things. Yeah. We tried just being friends, but let's be real. Whew, you're just everything I've ever desired and more. Same, yeah. Yeah. So being friends. Right. We weren't friendly. So we tried that, right. So you came, and I think you had your goddaughter, right? And that's how we reconnected, right? So you can tell that story about that, what happened there. Well, first I'll say we went radio silent. It was complete space. There was no contact whatsoever. Right. I know there were some things that you wanted to fully get in order and everything. And so I was like, okay, maybe this isn't that. And let me just pray because I love you so much. And my love is unconditional. So I felt like whether you ended up with me or not, I still wanted the best for you. Right. So I still kept praying for you, hoping that whatever God's will in your life was good. All right. But that don't mean it. I'm gonna wait. Yeah. So I was talking to other people, and I know you were as well. But something my friends brought to my attention, like, you always compare all these people to Nick, like, because I would get disappointed. I'm like, Nick would have never handled this like this. He would talk to me this way. This is how he would do it. And they were like, why don't you just try being friends? And I was like, we can't be friends. I cannot be that man's friend. And plus, I didn't want to interfere with anything. I wanted you to get 1,000% clarity when it comes to God and how you wanted to move forward. So my goddaughter was
get ready to have her baby. So I was going to be in town. And it was like something happened, the last disappointment. It was the last straw. My friend was like, just call him and just talk to him as a friend, because it helps that you're a therapist. So I was able to talk some things out. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to be in town. Let's just try to be friends. Maybe we can catch up and just see. And so we caught up. And man, it started off real friendly. You telling me all the things that you had going good for yourself. And I was telling you all the good things that I had going on. And we were just genuinely happy for each other. Right. It was really good. Yeah. Started off real friendly. And then.
Yes. It started out real friendly, and then it became back to that rooftop experience. Just, I don't like to use the word magic, but it was magical. It was like time had slowed down. Music was playing in the background. Like I don't even remember what I ate. Like I know we ordered something, but
I don't think we ate.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. You could have served me anything at that time, and I just said yes. Just sitting there, you bring it. Yeah. But it was such a great moment, and just a reconnection, and it just kind of really confirmed the connection that we have for each other.
Yes. And the thing that stood out for me, it was close to the first date. We went out and we looked at the stars and the city. And then you were telling me about upcoming travels, how you wanted to go to Spain and things like that. And I was like, okay, meet your little senorita out there, trying to be cute. And you said something so romantic. You said something, I'm paraphrasing, but like, there's no country in the world, there's no trip, no outing that can compare to this moment here with you. And I was like, whew, y'all.
I mean, every word too. I mean, every word. Still believe that same thing.
Thank you. So all the defenses I had up, like, remember, this is your friend. They just, super relaxed. So I even asked you, do you think we can really be friends? Because after that experience, it was just so romantic.
Yes, definitely.
And we weren't even trying to do that.
Natural, organic. And that's what I always loved about our connection. It's always organic. It's always just natural. We don't have to try. It's just easy.
It was so easy, especially after having no contact for that long.
Right.
It was like we never stopped.
Flow.
It was really romantic.
Yes, it was.
And then we've just been rocking ever since. We did it gradually because you were very intentional about, doing it a certain way. So we were friends for a little bit, went to courting, and then we got back together.
Yes.
So.
And we prayed about that. I think we fasted and we prayed before all of that just to make sure.
Let's talk about things that we admire about each other.
Oh, yes. What I admire about you is, first of all, you're gorgeous, right? Just the physical presence, the aesthetics is off the chain. But also, your personality is just beautiful inside and out. Your spirit, you're a woman of God, a true woman of God that I really, really admire. And just the way you love me. Like when you tell me, I love the way your hair grows out of your arm. I love the way you breathe, the way you kind of take care of me. But you're also so precious. And so it just makes it so easy to love you. You're so dainty, you're so feminine, which I love, and you're so vulnerable. I love all of that, which really relaxes me. So I just love so many different things about you. You're easy to love.
Thank you. You are too. She said vulnerability. That is one of the reasons why I admire you, because you set the tone for our relationship, and you created a real safe space for me to truly be myself, every part of me, and to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry in front of me. Like, you welcome that.
Oh, yes,
you welcome my softness, and even when I'm frustrated, you never gone off on me. You're very quick to listen, slow to anger, and that has made me feel so safe to be completely myself.
Right. No, you're very precious, and so it makes me want to protect that vulnerability initially, and always makes me want to protect you. And you're very precious, so that's why I'm very slow to anger. And also, I always remember that this person loves me, and even if they may be in a place of just emotions, this person wants the best for me. And because you're emotionally intelligent, most of the things you say, even when you may call it crashing out, it makes sense. So it makes me easy to listen to you and say, well, if she got a point, then I could validate that point, even when we disagree sometimes. But I just know that you have a valid point, and I could be very empathetic to your perspective because I know you still want the best of me. You may be coming from an angle that I did not recognize or actually consider.
Yeah. And I also just everything you see, do you all see what your leadership, you know where you're going, and when you want something, go after it. That's like in business and in life overall.
Right.
You give me so much insight, things I didn't realize before. It's easy to walk with you and just not worry about stuff. Like I know you're going to protect me. You're going to help me up the stairs. You're going to open my door. You're going to check the exits. You know, you're going to make sure that I'm good. And so I trust your guiding. I trust your leadership. I admire you also fine. I mean, big fine. Oh, thank you, Lord, because I was willing to settle just for anything. Yeah. Jesus said no. I got something for you, daughter. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. But yeah, just the way that you love me is unmatched.
You said something key. You said something about a leader, but you let me lead.
Yeah.
You let me lead. It's no fight with you. You want me to lead. Makes that easy.
Yeah, because I know where you're going. I know where you're taking us. I know the plan that you have for us.
Right.
And I know you're led by God.
Right.
So it makes it easy for me to submit and just to trust your leadership. You know?
Right.
We pray together constantly. I know what you're praying
every
for.
Every day.
You know, so
every day.
It's easy.
First fruits, right?
Yeah, first fruit, first thing in the morning. That's what we do.
Right.
So,
transition.
Yeah, we want to that's our story.
That's our story.
That's our story. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that we said something that blessed you, encouraged you on your journey, whether you're single or in a relationship or married. We hope that you guys will follow us.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Leave a comment. Tell me what made you laugh. Absolutely. What was interesting.
Absolutely.
You know, what helped you. And tune in for more. Right. Thank you for watching Kingdom Love Unlocked,
where we help you get to forever on purpose. Thank you.